time I felt hollow inside, a time my fire flickered and died, a time my soul tried to hide, a time where I barely felt alive. But somewhere in the silence of the night, somewhere between the wrong and right, I felt the spark ignite its light, a spirit waking from its fight. This was the rise, the sacred part, the awakening of the spirit's heart. I've been walking through life with a dim flame, trying to remember my own name, trying to rise but feeling the same, trying to breathe through silent shame. I've been carrying weight I couldn't define, letting old shadows cross the line, letting the world dull my shine, forgetting the power that once was mine. But the spirit waits for the perfect time, a moment where the stars align, a whisper that says you're still divine, and suddenly everything feels like a sign. This was the awakening of the spirit, a fire so loud you couldn't help but hear it, a truth so strong you had to rivet it, a rise so deep you couldn't come near it. Yeah, this was the awakening of the spirit, a force so real you couldn't engineer it, a call so true you crossed to clear it, the awakening of the spirit. I've been numb to the world for far too long, thinking my soul wasn't built that strong, thinking my purpose had gone wrong, thinking my fire wouldn't last this long. But then a spark lit up inside, a warmth I couldn't push aside, a truth that refused to hide, a force that rose like a turning tide. It wasn't loud, it wasn't fast, just a moment that broke the past, a flame that said you're built to last, a spirit waking up at last. This was the awakening of the spirit, a fire so loud you couldn't help but hear it, a truth so strong you had to revere it, a rise so deep you couldn't come near it. Yeah, this was the awakening of the spirit, a force so real you couldn't engineer it, a call so true you couldn't clear it, the awakening of the spirit. I felt the fire return to my bones, burning through the old unknowns, breaking free from the heavy tones, lifting me from the places I've grown. I felt my purpose rise again, a truth that cut through where I've been, a force that moved beneath my skin, a voice that said begin and again. I realized spirit isn't just a flame, it's the part of you no one can tame, the part that rises when you reclaim your power, your truth you come near. This was the awakening of the spirit, a fire so loud you couldn't help but hear it, a truth so strong you had to revere it, a rise so deep you couldn't come near it. Yeah, this was the awakening of the spirit, a force so real you couldn't engineer it, a call so true you had to clear it, the awakening of the spirit. Now that the fire moved through my chest, let it settle where I've been stressed, let it show me I deserve rest, let it remind me I'm more than my test. I felt the world shift under my feet, felt my energy feel complete, felt the rhythm find its beat, felt the spirit refuse defeat. I realized spirit isn't just a spark, it's the light that guides you through the dark, the truth that leaves a lasting mark, the flame that never loses its arc. This was the awakening of the spirit, a fire so loud you couldn't help but hear it, a truth so strong you had to revere it, a rise so deep you couldn't come near it. Yeah, this was the awakening of the spirit, a force so real you couldn't engineer it, a call so true you had to clear it, you'd engineer. Now I walk with a brighter flame, a stronger pulse, a reclaimed name, a truth that never stays the same, a spirit rising without shame. I let the fire guide my way, let it burn through the shades of gray, let it lift me can dim, a spirit can glow, a spirit can rise from the lowest low, a spirit can burn through what you outgrow, a spirit can lead where you need to go. And when the moment finally hits, when the fire inside finally fits, you realize the truth that sits. Your spirit was always built for this. I felt the fire, a terror inside, the steady flame I used to hide, the truth that rose like a turning tide. This was the moment of the fierce and lit.